sales figures, it affects me and my buying because now I have sitting on more inventory we got to move. People who don't chase inventory, restock inventory, guess what? I have got the extra inventory here, and I got people coming over here. You know, they're driving over here because the store didn't do their job and restock. So you're going to learn there's simple ways to do it. Like I got people that immediately, as soon as they sell something, they send me a picture size. Bam, Misha, do you have this extra? I need it. We're sold out here. You know, because that's what I see how we lose business. And how we end up with lots of inventory over here, or we have backing up on inventory. You know, I got some stores that were off quite a bit from last year that we bought buying on last year. Not even not making goal, but off even more. So, you know, an extra 20,000 in inventory, you know how much space that takes, right? So that's what I want you to realize. So one, you know, goals, where we're setting it, it's one, it affects, yeah, Jim, there's two things there. Just be careful taking the books out. There's stuff inside that's loose.
There's stuff that's loose inside the books.
And you got my rent check. Okay, thanks. So, you know, that's one thing. One, it affects the inventory levels. Secondly, you know, our sales, it affects staffing because next week I got a lot of payrolls to cut based on this week's sales because I'm going back to normal. It's 10% of the sales for the week. So we got to look at that because some people are going to be working a lot more. Some, and we got to, and you know, there's certain stores that you're just getting started and we're building, but for the guys that have been here 60 days or so, it is all 10%. We can't just pick it off trees. That's our biggest thing. You know, and that's why we start cutting back on sales September. And this really shows who can sell too, because summer, it's a no-brainer. It really is. It's not like sales. It's the 6 steps to the perfect purchase that until it's like in your brain embedded, that you can walk right in and do that every day with your people and multitask and do it. And if you do start doing it in the store, other people eavesdrop, you'll get a lot more business out of it too. It really comes down to that, does it not? Yeah. So I just want you to realize, because that's where I've got to get payroll back in line. Let's see. And then, so sales, and that's where I want you guys thinking. Operations, procedures, you got to know it. You got to know how to do it because you got to deal with it. But our biggest thing every day, we're a small business. You know, we've got to focus on moving the product, making things happen, because you guys know we're buying a year ahead. So I'm based on planning on certain, you know, from what we did, and we didn't even buy near as much as what we used to buy, you know, because I know we're trying to phase back up from pre-COVID. So that's what you want to think of in the sales. When you get in for the day, you want to look at that. Okay, and you want to, you know, you guys get in, get your drawer count, you want to call in here before 10 o'clock. I don't want to have any excuses. There's no reason anybody calls me after 10, because then I'm marking it up. You're late, you open the store late. That's why we do this. But secondly, I know you're safe and you're in there. Okay, because we've got some people with some different health things. I want to make sure everybody's good, and that's why you call us from the store phone, not your cell phone on the ride home. I get people calling on the cell phone on the ride home. That doesn't tell me. I don't know what time you close, because we also have people closing early. That's why you call from the store phone too at closing time, that we know the store stayed open. I don't want to hear from my customers we weren't open, we closed early today. You know, so that's real important to make sure you guys are doing that. And the next thing you want to do is you want to look at your sales goals. New sales goals for the month. You're starting them off early. But that is your biggest priority. That's what we want to look at. And some of you guys are newer. Give me lots of ideas. I should have had solutions all month long from people not making goals. What are they going to do? We got any ideas? What can we kick in the middle of the week? My slow days are Wednesdays. What can we do? It's solution solving. And I'm always open to anything to figure out, because, yes, ma'am?
I've had an idea.
Well, not now. This isn't the time.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, we got a lot to do. This is for words. I'm just trying to go over. Yeah,
fine.
no, I love everything you've done so far. All the text and everything we're going, you're generating business, so it's good. So let's see, sales goals. Yeah, action versus words. It really is what we have to figure out. Now, sales. There's 3 ways that we can increase sales in the store. Who's got one?
Talking to people.
No.
Clientele.
Pointing out.
No. There's 3 ways. Only every business in the whole country can only increase. There's 3 specific ways.
Sell more stuff.
Having people in.
You got to increase your average ticket.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Increase your average ticket. And that is 6 steps to the perfect purchase, right? Making that perfect purchase. They just didn't come in for the top. You didn't get in the bottom of the shoes, the earrings that match. You got to know your floor. And that's product knowledge. So increasing the average ticket. What's the other 2? How else will that business increase their business?
New people.
Huh?
New people.
New people. New customers. Okay? So new customers. And how do we get that? Advertising and our rewards program, which we're covering today. This is where you guys have control on getting a new people. Okay? Next one. What's the third one? So increase the ticket. Get new people. There's only one other way that any business can increase.
Suggestive sell.
get the people in more frequently.
Okay.
And that's what our rewards program does. Okay, that's your only three ways all businesses: frequency, increasing average ticket, and getting new customers in. That's how you get your bottom line sales up. Anybody, it's all mindset too. To me it is. It's all mindset. You set your mind to it, you figure out your plan, you do it, you implement it, and you got to keep tweaking and keep moving every single day. Where am I at? I'm off $200. How am I going to make it up tomorrow? Right, ma'am? I know, Fauna. We should have did your clothing shopping yesterday. I was like, get my hair done.
I thought of that too because we stayed open even later.
I know.
Because usually we get a rush.
We were
here.
determined at the end, yes, but it was dead. We had silence. We had days. We had like nobody in. I'm like, anybody in the store? Where are the people? We were kind of freaking out yesterday while we're taking in boxes and boxes. But that's what I have to say. No, they did an unbelievable job, and they've been processing probably $3,000 to $5,000 a day of product inventory on top of doing business. So no, Marianne, Tuesday, $3,800 on a Tuesday. You know, that's well, she's got amazing sales skills and she knocks out processing.
Can I add one thing about the more frequency, new people,
Yeah.
the three? Also, cross promote our stores.
No, we don't.
No, I'm
Yes.
just saying that's the other, while we're doing this, that's another way to increase
Get
the
new people.
more frequency and things of that nature.
You got it, ma'am. Okay, so rewards program. Inside every single new daily business binder is a laminated little chart that this should be embedded in your brain. So you can look at it every day till it becomes normal and just flows out of your mouth. Okay, so this is your flow chart. Now I don't have enough for everybody here because I need these back for the manuals I have to assemble for Lewis.
Yeah,
But
I think you
if
might.
you want to put one to the back row, I put 4 already in.
Oh, okay.
I already sent the long
Got
one.
it.
They have theirs. Let me see here. Okay, I think I printed my copy, so I wouldn't even need this, but because everybody can share this one here. Okay, so what I tried to do is we want everybody uniform. I've gone in and I've listened to every store, and no one's doing what we preach. Pretty much, everybody has their own little spin, and that's where it all affects the business. It's that, you know how you pass it down the lane, you played that little game as a kid, and by the end it's something totally different. That's what happens when we get off our non-negotiable standards and we do what we want, or we think we know what we're doing. Okay, so that's where I really want to make sure we got this really covered here. Now, very, very simple. Soon as someone comes up to your front counter, and I watched last week's even everybody's posture in here sitting and how they attended the training. You got to look at the posture, and you got to think about your posture, okay? Because I watch some of the people, they get up, they're sitting, or they're doing that. We got to look like we have energy. We got to have, and it's our tone of voice. It's everything. But as soon as they come up with their stuff, are we all set? That's the first thing I usually find out. Are we all set? Have you found everything you needed? Okay. If you're a gift shop, do you have anybody else you got to need a gift for this month? Whatever it may be. And then the next thing out of everybody's mouth should be, are you a member of our rewards program? Should be no different. You've gotten lots of compliments on you. You're like a little machine over there with doing that. I've gotten some very good compliments. Yes. Okay. And so that should be your first. Are you a member of the rewards program? Okay. Very, very simple. Yes or no. Okay. Now let's just go down the no side. Okay. So, are you a member? Are you local? And you can say, look, I always find, are you local or do you get here often in Lewis? Because it could be somebody, I'm only here 6 months and they don't consider themselves local. So just watch that wording. Do you get here often to Lewis? How easy is that? Yes or no. Okay. We're going to go the no way all the way. Okay. Do they get here more? And that's my thing. I know some of our customers like to join, and they can join, but they're going to realize they're going to get weekly emails from us, and some people will like that because they want to know what's going on down in Lewis or whatever. But for the most part, we look, and if they get here at least 3 times a year, they'll fill their card in 2 years, right? In 2 years. At frequency, that's a little tough, but so that's where you want to cut it off. We were sitting there saying, if they don't get here at least 3 times a year, this is their first time, they're not sure if they'll ever be back again, you don't need to sign them up on the rewards program. And I hear people, and people don't necessarily respond or say something. You don't want them to feel bad, but you also want to let them know why it's for. If you're going to be here regularly, we'd love you to have you earn 10% back. You got to try to explain to it. Just don't go on to the next thing. So do you get? How often? Oh, do you get down here often? No, this is my first time. But we're going to try to get here next year. Okay, well, just so you know, if you end up coming down more often, we do have a great rewards program you could join. But we're not going to sit there and get that person, right? We want the people that can bring other people that live down here and so forth. So yes, I do get down here. We get down, about once a quarter. Okay, well then you know what? While I'm writing up your receipt, why don't you join our rewards program? I didn't give them an option. Would you like to join? No. And then I see the people, and then they don't say anything else more about it, right? This is why it's, would you like, so if you say, would you like, you're going to get a lot. No, I'll do it next time. How many people have had that? It's exactly because you asked the wrong questions. There's you got to work smart and think smart and control your situation. Really, that's what it comes down to. So while I'm ringing up, maybe you guys are doing point of sale. While I'm ringing you up, do me a favor, get yourself joined, because guess what? You're going to earn 10% back. Who's not going to take 10% back? And then I've had people, oh, that's not that much. I said, you're not getting that on your savings account, are you? I said, you know, we give back 6 figures. Oh, you do? Yeah. Okay. So, but you have to have your comebacks, okay? And that's really what, and it's got to just flow, and it comes out. You see how it just comes out? We've been doing it. So, anyway, well, they're filling that out, okay? Then I'm going to do it and ring up my little sales or whatever, okay? At the end, you're going to take the thing card up. Now, I use extra fine. This is why we have extra fine point Sharpies, because the one side of the cards is glossy, and sometimes pens don't work. We don't have them fill out ever the other side. Anything on there, you'll fill out them. So when you get that, oh my gosh, you live in such and such. If you know anything, build a relationship. But we want to make sure we can read it, and that they fill, first of all, the address. They always put the street and forget the city, state, and zip.
Yeah, I had one of those.
That's what I'm saying. So you really have to, and this is all, it is, if you're doing right your system, people don't make mistakes on it. It's very simple. You just got to look at it. Oh my God, is that Mary? Let me just make sure, because I got to make sure my data entry girl can read your, can put it in for you. I want to make sure it's accurate, right? And then address, if they have 2 houses, I always confirm, because we get a lot of return mail. The beach houses don't necessarily get mail. So, okay, where would you like the money to come in your mailbox, right? Because wouldn't that make you give the right address and put it? That's why I always like and that's why I say something. They say to me, like, if I already know, oh no, I have a beach house, I'm here for the summer. Okay, well, put what mailing address you want the money to come in the mailbox. Okay, phone number. I don't know if we want to end up. They fill it out all the time, more than an email. They want to do it in an email. Phone number is great, and then especially if we start putting the texting program, if they want to join our texting program, I guess we're going to figure that all out, right?
It has been super valuable. If somebody forgets something in the store and we need
Left
to
the bag.
Yeah, I left
Mary.
a credit card.
Mary, remember we forgot to Mary Ann forgot to put that one shirt in?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Or they left a credit card.
Left a
We've
credit
had,
card.
it has helped us. It really has helped us. And it's funny because it's never a big deal. People just put their number in. So, but we don't aggressively do anything with the numbers. Okay, the email. Okay, email, they forget the back end of their email. Is it AOL? I can tell the demographic. Is it Gmail? Is it Hotmail? Is it this? So make sure it's a complete email we can read. Now, well, I don't want to give you my email. What are you going to say?
Well, I really need your email if you want to hear about our discounts and special days.
Okay. You're on the right track there. So the email is very important, and I say 2 things. I say, 1, if you're joining the program, I said to take advantage of all of our promotions, to get the secrets in, because no one else gets these emails. Only our rewards people get the private invites for special sales, birthday gifts, whatever it may be. Okay, as well as with technology today, and I name them things, but it's not important, like Constant Contact, MailChimp, all these ones, whatever they are. I said, we can't put you in unless you have an email now. There's no more basic mailing address labeled databases. They make you put an email in. We do not sell off, so you guys are very clear. So if they ask, well, are you going to sell my email off? No, we do not. It all stays within house. And we are going to, anything we send you is going to give something that's a benefit to you. And that's what you got to sell them. It's a special private sale for you. You'd like saving on this sale item. You got to look at what they've done. You know what I'm saying? But have that conversation with them, because if they cancel out, they're going to not know when we have special events. If we have a special stuff to bag, something that they want to learn about, because people then do it now, and then they cancel it. Well, guess what? They don't qualify for the program. Really, they're not going to know anything going on if they cancel the email. Okay, and I do get it. Birthday. Okay, we just need the month and the day. We don't need the year. And we'll be launching out a whole new birthday program. So don't promise them what's in the current birthday program, because it's going to be changing. I'm not sure what we're going to do long term, but we're going to have monthly birthday parties in store with a promotion. And bring a friend. More new customers, right? New customers, bring a friend. Okay, so birthday, but get that in, because they'll be based on their birthday month. And favorite brands is okay for now. We're going to be tweaking this. But this is so important that it's legible and that they fill it out properly. Okay? Any questions on this side?
The email's not a problem, the phone number's not a problem, the address is a problem. People don't want to give the address. Like, I had a traveling nurse yesterday, been here 6 months, she's going to be here through December. She doesn't have an address. So she lives in an RV. But she wanted to sign up because it was the 4th
Yeah,
time
but there's
she's
nothing we
been
can
in.
do.
Okay.
I mean, people need a physical. Every traveling nurse I've ever had in for years has had a family address. They have a base home besides
She's
the
in an
she's living.
RV.
Yeah, I understand what I'm saying, but they had somewhere they've been able to put it in, or they've used their address here.
So, family member
Yeah,
is what
that's
I would
exactly.
do. So somebody that
Yeah.
she could get it from.
Most of them
that-
have somewhere, unless they really don't have anybody, but I was gonna say, we haven't had any problem with that.
Yeah, that's the
Yes.
solution I would go with, is just try and.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever had address. That's more, it's the phone number and the email is the problem you get with most people on that. So, yeah, I mean, she's here 6 months, she's not here long term, you know, and if they, I was gonna say, cause I don't know what she's gonna do anyway, if it gets mailed to her, she's not gonna be here anyway by the time she's done too, so it may not be the right person to be on the program. So I don't know, you know, on that, unless she stays. Okay, so we've got that. So, if there is, okay, so let's just say, we said yes, we're pitching joining in every single bag that is a member or you sign up. This little card is in every store with their little name on it, and this should be going in every bag. Because do you remember any of the perks in any of your rewards programs? And you just don't know when they're gonna go home and empty their bag and their purchase and say, you know what, I can bring a friend in and get that last box filled in, right? This is just, it's repetition marketing it 7 times until people take action on something. So let's look at this. So this on one side, what are the benefits? Okay, they shop 6 times with us. So her first purchase is gonna go in here, right, that she just did with us. We're gonna put her last name, we're gonna write it neat, and her first name. We're gonna put the day, the date, the receipt number, and the dollar amount today for her. We're gonna give her, join our rewards program, and this explains to her, once we get these all filled up, she's gonna get 10% back at all the other stores, except for Maggie's gets 5%. Okay? And I'm sure you guys understand why, having a pet store in the past, right? Okay, so 10% off, and they're gonna get this in the mail. They get a nice little envelope with a gift certificate in and a little letter. That's what Maureen does in that little back room and processes.
But what about the 5th Saturday?
Oh, we're not
for
there yet.
Maggie's? Okay.
Yep, we're not there yet. Okay. Emails with exclusive specials for loyalty members. We don't have another database. It is all people that are rewards people. So anything we're sending out is good for the, you know, it's good with them, and we give them like once a week. Okay, and then it starts planting the seed on here. You won't miss out on our fabulous 5th Saturday specials. We don't have to tell them all about that right out the get-go. We want to get them happy, get their purchase, and get them started with us shopping. Bring a friend in for their first time, and you'll get credit for their purchase on the card too. Now that's a friend who joins. Okay, so let's just say next time you bring in, she brings in her friend Mary, and so she gets her card out. Her friend Mary wants to join because she just moved here too. Okay, so they both get credit, and this is why we're not on an app, because there's a problem. There's lots of things when it comes to apps, because we've looked at a lot of apps and what they're able to program. We're hoping we're going to get this eventually. So they are each going to get on their cards, the new card, she'll get her purchase, the new person. The person who brought her in will get that first purchase. Now, I've got people who think they're getting every purchase for bringing their friend every time they bring their friend in. It is the first purchase if their friend joins. Everybody understand that?
She did that with me.
Yep, right, see? So you understand that whole concept. But see how this is where, if you just get people, listen, you've only got 3 more to go. You got a few friends that might want to come shopping in here? This is how people can fill it up without themselves necessarily shopping and earn 10% back. Smart people are my girls' weekends people. Because, and I will even do private parties for them. I'll open up special for them. Serve drinks, have them all come in, bring your friends in. She'll bring them all in to fill her card up. I said, you've got to do the sheets, the laundry, the towels when you bring your friends in, right? Why not earn something? Isn't that the truth? Isn't it the truth? Everybody has visitors at their house. Isn't that what we deal with? So you want to make sure, you know, and that's the difference. When they bring friends in, that if the friends want to join, they can join. But most of them are here once a year for their girls' weekends. And then so every time they can put them on. This is why a lot of the local families bring all their visitors to us, because they know they're getting credit on their rewards program.
So a quick question, so if they bring in a friend and they don't join, they can still get their friend's money on
there, and
card.
every time thereafter.
Right. Okay. So every time.
So
they
if their
bring
friend
a
comes
even
twice
if they
a year,
don't join,
even if they
Gotcha.
don't join,
Gotcha.
because
Okay.
we're not having to do work. We don't have to pay for new customer advertising. We only pay when they bring people to produce, right? And they're going to bring people that know that like your products. It is a win-win all around. But if you just work this card, you can make goal every single month. You got to work the program. Because all we do, I see it's robotic. We do it, we put it in, and we don't use the tools. You have a tool right here on this that can do everything for your store. 2 ways of making your sales, increasing your sales there. So Okay, so let's say the new person is getting that. They're getting one of these. And then what do we have? We have a system to get these people back in 4 times in the first 90 days. Okay, and everybody should know coupon 1, coupon 2, coupon 3. So let's talk about that. In addition to the card with the perks, they're going to get the coupon number 1. Coupon number 1 is 20% off any single priced item. Every store has them, cater to them. All you have to do is put 30 days from today in. Okay? So whatever date is, just add a month on. That's close enough. That's the easiest thing. And just let them know. So you putting everything in, like this, I will let them know, hey, listen, for joining today, guess what? You're getting a coupon. And I always face it to them. I don't, you know what I mean? I just don't shove stuff in. And that's what I see people just throwing stuff in. No, it's all in the bags. They're already stuffed. They're all ready to go. That isn't how you do business. That is, you know, for small business, you got to talk to people. Okay, so 20% off any regular same price item. I know you were thinking about, especially if you know what we know what our customers are looking for in here and what they're holding back on or what they want to wait and see if it goes on end of summer sale or something. Let them know you've got this. It's good for 30 days. Now, what we do for here, because it's good around the corner, we let them know. Listen, if you're only going to be down for this weekend and coming back in a couple weeks, if you want to go use this now, you can go around to Blooming Boutique Accessories or come back shopping here later. Okay, because then guess what this does? They bring this back to you in that 30 days. You got box 2 done. Okay, then guess what? They bring this one in, you staple it to the receipt. Then we have the 60-day one, and this is the key, $5 off. Okay, $5 off their next $25 purchase. So then, whatever date they came in, not 30 days from this date, you can just, what if they came in today, 30 days from today, put the next expiration date. And then, guess what? $5, you know, people, that's burning in their pocket. They got that deadline. They keep it in their wallet. They come in again. You've got the 3rd box. Now I'm saying, listen, guess what? You're halfway there. And I'm going to start pitching the 5th Saturday. You're halfway through your card. 3 more times, guess what? And you are going to get 10% back of what you spent with us. And guess what we're going to give them? Coupon number 3 after number 2. So you see how it's a series, 1, 2, 3. And then if we do this right and we let people know what's in there and how they have to use it, this is 10% off your entire regular price purchase. See how we get a little bit better to entice them to get back in there? Start your Christmas shopping early, right? And then if you get them there, that's the 4th card. So we've gotten them in, if you'd work this right and you explain it to them right, 4 times in the first 90 days. You got all the tools with this. That's why I'm saying you can make goals and blow out goals just using the tools that's sitting in front of you in the store. It really is that simple. So then my attitude is you've only got 2 more, and guess what? You're going to qualify. Okay, once we get done your first card, you get to join our, and you always want to have one of these displayed in your store with a thing just like that, curling ribbon hanging there. This is the 5th Saturday bag. As soon as you get this finished, you can let them know when they're getting down. I let them know. As soon as we finish these out, 2 more, you're going to not only earn 10% back, but you're going to earn this bag. Now this bag is for whenever there's 5 Saturdays in a month. The next one is October 31st. So you want to keep on your people that you're seeing them coming back. You've got 2 more. Let's get you that 5th Saturday bag before our next event. They get this bag. They get to come into your store on that day. Okay? And we're doing something special in October. 29th. It's 29th, sorry. Well, I know we're doing something a little special pre-holiday for our VIP people, so there'll be a surprise coming out on this. So you want to get as many people qualified, but you got to also keep promoting the people that are coming in that already have gotten one to remind them, because they may not have the most current card. We have a lot of people who think when their dates are off the card, they can't come back. This is just a few of the upcoming dates, and we have changed the wording on it to let them know. You know, this is just some of the upcoming dates. But I have people not bringing the bag back because they thought their dates were done. So you have to keep reminding. That's why you have to talk this program. It isn't just writing the information on the card. It doesn't. That won't do you what you need to accomplish with the program. So everything that they can put in this right before Christmas shopping starts, isn't it a good time to come fill your bags up? They get 20% off on that day. Whenever there's a 5th Saturday in the month. Yeah, look at your eyes perk up. Isn't that a good deal?
Yeah, that is.
So, but we have to be confident and explain it properly to our customers. Yes, ma'am.
Good question. So, Blooming Boutique, Long Neck, and us have the black one. Does BBA have?
All Blooming Boutiques are one.
Okay, so they have.
All
Long
gift
Neck?
shops are one.
Okay.
Treasures are one.
Treasures are
Maggie's is
10%.
their own.
Okay.
Maggie's gets 5% off, but they get 20% off when they come in. We don't have a bag yet specifically,
Okay,
and we
that's
were
what I was
working on
gonna
that.
ask. We don't have
No,
a
no, no.
bag.
We've been just giving them a bag. No. We just haven't figured out what we want to do because I was contemplating a heavier eco tote to hold dog food. What kind of weight do I'm just trying to see, But I know you guys have got a lot of people joining that rewards program over there.
Yeah, we hit
No, you
1,000,
guys are doing a great job over
yeah.
there.
One more question.
Yes.
Do you, after the 5th, after you fill your bag
Okay.
and you get your 20%, because I'm a Blooming Boutique customer,
Right.
do you get to keep that bag?
Oh yes,
Or
you-
does
yes,
it
yes. We
start
fill it up
again?
and you go back out with it. And no,
Okay, so
you get
it's
to keep on
always
going. You qualified this level.
hours.
I am
Okay.
contemplating a super VIP, maybe so many card level. You get even a higher discount
Yeah.
on a 5th Saturday.
Yeah.
So because we all know the 80-20 rule. 80% of the business is done by 20% of the customers, and that's where you see people who make goals and who don't. You know who to target and work smart. If we just try to do everything like this, you're on a hamster wheel.
Especially our third card, people who are filling up their third and fourth cards, we should be looking at them for.
You nailed it, and that's what we're going to get on to this side. I want to get through the whole chart here. You nailed it. I'm going to talk about that.
But in Maggie's, when we get to the 6th one, everybody else you're handing out the bag. Do we hand them anything at that point?
No, you're going to just pitch it. We're going to have something for this one. I forgot where we left off on that. I know I had bags we were looking at. So let's look at that. So let me just make sure. I just want to go over, make sure you guys understand the chart. So when you leave here, because you're going to have these in your store. Okay. So if they said no, there's an internet flyer. You're going to give them the flyer. You're going to give them the coupons, and you're going to work the system.
We did not talk about the flyer, the internet flyer.
Oh, if they said no. Okay. If they said no, I don't get here 3 times a year, or no, I'm just there. Well, no problem. Guess what? We have a gift for you too. We have an online flyer for them to use when they go home. Well, no, you're not going to forget about us. So that should be going in every bag that is not in the store. Okay?
Now, many
These are
stores.
Blooming Boutiques has had them for years, but I know it's not been being handed out. And we're doing a new one right now, but this is Treasures.
Many stores are out and didn't tell me. So,
Yes, this is a problem.
So I have an order coming in. So all stores will be restocked with this.
So, okay, but this is what, and just be very clear, this is an online one, since you're not going to be here, you won't forget about us. Okay? But again, because you know what? They may not use this coupon, but they come back every year and they're going to keep this information. Wouldn't you? I save stuff when I go on trips I want to go back to, places I want to do. So this is a great little piece there. So they all get something. They don't have to feel left out on that. Okay? Now, let's see. Are you local? Yes. Seasonally, you're going to pitch the program. You're going to get the benefit. Same thing. We're going to do this whole same system. Now, are you a member? Let's go to the yes side, because this is where some little different things come in. Lots of people say, yes, I'm a member. And then they're really not a member of Blooming. Oh, she's the same lady. Well, it's a different companies, it's different tax ID, and I blame it on the IRS. Okay, I do. I muzzle. You know what I mean, right? So I always explain. You know what? It's a different corporation. We have different tax ID numbers, and we have to keep it all separate from my account. Okay, but yeah, are you a member of the rewards program? Yes, at Blooming Boutique. I usually ask, or at this Blooming Boutique, and if it is, you want to have them get their card. Now, some people have to go around and help them, have them pull up the cards and help them. But why do we want to do this? Because these are the people, you should know their names. And if you're new or you don't know names, like I know faces really well. This way, I don't have to look like it. If we're doing it in our computer point of sale, bad. I know it's and people are going to have to, because they don't know our customers or last names to find them. But it's not good if especially if I should know a VIP customer who's got 10 cards done. That's why we don't pull cards. That's why we don't put it in a computer system all the time. I know we're adding names and stuff in now to start tracking our customers, but that's why, because if you don't know them, especially for me, I won't be at the counter checking out, because I know their faces and go up and talk to them, but to know their full name or their last name, that's why I'm like, do me a favor, grab your card, you can pull the box up. That's why we do it. It isn't because we want to, you know what I mean? Because isn't it bad if you know I spend thousands of dollars at a store and I don't even know my damn name now, right? Think about that. And we're a small business. That's why we don't just punch it in all the time.
And it also creates a mutual experience.
Yes.
Right? So they are participating in this program with us. We are part of something together. So it creates, we're not just a store, this is a human to human interaction.
Yes. And when they asked me, why are you still doing this? I said, because you know what? Every app I've looked at, I would have to take away some of the money I give you. And no one wants that. Right? Yeah. Would you want to lose one of the things and double giving them credit for? Yeah. And a lot of them, see, this is what you got to understand with this program. Most of the ones on the computers, 250 points, you get this crap, right? Okay. First of all, they're not even giving as much as we're giving back. But the second problem is, $250 at a good customer who buys cards every week will never get there for how long? Our reward's 6 visits. So based on what they're spending, they're getting a proportionate 10% back, and they're happy. That's the whole key on this program.
an
It's
investment.
frequency, right, which we need to get the people in more and more, the people that come back regularly, as well as the dollar amount. So they're rewarded whichever way they do it. Because, I mean, years ago, and it's a dwindling breed, but we had people come in every week, $20 worth of cards, $20 worth of cards, right? If they have to wait to get to 250 points like a lot of the systems do, you know, I mean, so this is what we want. We want them coming back and get happy and giving them some money back and giving them little perks or whatever we can do. So that's what's great about this program. It's the frequency, okay?
It's a return on their investment.
It is. Part of the reason I haven't changed my return policy is because this would be a nightmare. Imagine they returning and exchanging. That's part of the reason I have 60-day store credit, because then we don't have to worry about going back and crediting cards, because I just don't know how we're going to keep track. It's just, I did it in long neck, right? I mean, can you imagine? So, I mean, that is part of the program. Why? But not only because we have people doing a lot of charging back there, going home and trying on stuff and returning, and we're paying a lot of fees, but that's the other nightmare. Logistically, I don't think we could do it. Right? You guys all understand where I'm coming from. So when people say, you know what I mean? Because that is part of the, with the pros. So, but they get store credit or whatever. It's like cash. Okay. Now, so first thing I find out is your card here. Yes. Do me a favor. Go grab your card there, and I'll start getting your your order done, whatever it may be there. Okay. I can't find my card. Well, let me just tell you, we found everybody's card this week. Okay, we had a lady though, we caught her right in bar there. She took out a chunk and put it back in the whole chunk of people's cards and put it in the wrong card. You have to watch these people. People don't advertise, people hide their cards. And January usually is our month. We may have to do it in the fall again. We try to do one day a month for the whole month and re-alphabetize everybody. Okay, and then a lot of people don't realize the card is not here. So, Lissa, how are we going to handle it? Is it you, Maureen? How are we supposed to track down if the people have a card? Because that's what I had. Somebody knows she doesn't have a card and she swears she has a card. She's never been on the system.
So Maureen should be the first
To go to?
to go to, because she has access to everything right now.
So what I have them do, let's just say she can't find a card, she swears I said, do me a favor. Fill out another card, so it's so it's all under control in case they don't and they're not on the system. No, they're at Treasures. I said, do me a favor, and I will get this over to our back office and check, and we'll make sure if your card is here, we will find it.
Right.
Okay? That's how I handle that. Control. I just get them doing that while I'm checking out, but don't be doing it at the very end when you got a line of people, because that's when we get people upset. I've been watching people at the end. Are you a member of our rewards program? And then I see the faces on the people when they're not happy, and then they got to start filling out the thing, and it backs up the line more. Right? It is. If you get in a rhythm, we get them in, out. We get them in, out. So they pull their card up and we look at it. Oh, Mary, guess what? You've only got 2 more cards. Or, oh my gosh, you're on card 3. Well, great. Okay, you got 2 more boxes to fill up before you get your next gift certificate from us. And don't forget, our next 5th Saturday, everybody should be pitching it now. It's the end of October. Think about doing some holiday shopping then. Misha might pull out a surprise that one. She might be pulling out a surprise, so watch your emails. Are you getting our emails? Is another question I like to ask the people at the counter. No, I'm not. And then I find out they unsubscribe. I'm like, you're not going to know when we have it, because if you didn't know, we're not letting you participate in it if you didn't get the email. You gotta, that's when you don't get your birthday gifts. They've got to make sure. So if they're not, and there are a lot of people that have moved here, been with us a long time, that they've got a new email, they've got new information. So we always have to keep checking. Especially, we always check when they're filled their card. Right? Is everything accurate? Because this is where your money's coming. Because a lot of people have moved. So you always want to make sure all the information is still accurate all the time.
So if people
Because you guys do that, a lot of people do it when you go to any point of sales, not under any register. Is this still your address? I get all the time. Is this still your phone number?
So just a quick note that people can write down about the unsubscribes. If people unsubscribed, we can send them a message to resubscribe, but they have to accept it.
Oh, come on.
Okay, so it's not just over on their part. They have to accept it. It's not like we can just re-sign them in. Maggie May, this is embarrassing.
We're back together. Okay. This is our ritual. Yes. Okay, Maggie, you got me all wet here. Okay. So,
So how many emails do we typically send in a month?
one a month, 1 a week.
1 a week.
One a
That's
week.
right. Okay.
We are not those people, and I say we do not have the manpower or the staffing. We try to get you relevant information, new arrivals, special programs, special things we're offering to keep you informed. Yes.
Unless we're doing a special event or something like that. Also, the birthday email does go out every month, right? So they may get, 5
Yes.
or 6 in a month.
If their
but
birthday
it's
is that
not-
month.
Right.
Yeah, it's not.
But they should be
excessive.
looking, because we have themed birthday parties coming in 2023. Another rockin' party, 3rd Saturday of the month. We'll have something there. Anyway. Oh, Maggie, please. She's got to be the issue.
She's excited.
Okay, so if this is their first card, you look at the card and tell them how many boxes they have to complete their card to become a VIP, and briefly explain the fifth Saturday. Okay, and then give the benefits flyer every single time that we talked about. That I want you to, you should be asking every month for more cards of the benefits flyer. Alyssa has to keep buying them. Now, let's just say they're just coming back and they started this card 6 months ago and they're only on box 2. Okay? Let's just give them coupon 2. Do we have a damn thing to lose? No, let's get their butts back in. So it doesn't just have to be your new people. So let's use some, like, oh, because I had a lady, pre-COVID hadn't been in. 1 box, right? That's the perfect person, right? To get them back in another 30 days. So look at this. When it's a new customer, if they've only been in once, then give them coupon 2. If they've only been in 2 times, give them coupon 3 at the thing, right? Right? So just look at that. If it makes sense, you want to get these people back in your store, right? Frequency. So that's what we want you to look at. That's why we have that. If on box 2, give them coupon 2. If on box 3, give them coupon 3. Let's get them in for that 4th time. Okay, and then then it's easy to say 2 more, you get the big fifth Saturday bag. Okay, multiple cards. When you see, so what happens? Okay, the lady fills, everything's filled out. You total up the dollar amount here. Okay, you then get a blank card. After you now listen, the check's coming here, everything's still accurate, same email, same information, yes. Then you rewrite the card. Do not have the customer rewrite the card. You rewrite the card, and then if it's number 2, you're gonna put number 2 here. Their last name, their first name. Please, so I got people putting first name and last name, and our filing is getting a little crazy. So it's last name, first name, and always the card number. Okay, now when you get them back from Maureen, you guys see little stars. That means she put it in the computer system. And I know all you guys, a lot of you guys have been putting your store's initials on the cards or
Yes,
something.
that's what she likes.
Okay, so whatever makes it, however she makes it easier for her on that. Okay, so then their new card you file, because I can't tell you the amount of people I have had coming in this last 30 days that think their new card's not in the file. Okay, and then you
Do
put
we
this.
do we store the new card as well? So
Yes, so we know it's in the computer. You
Okay.
copy what's on that. That's why I want you to do it, not the customer. You nailed it. Okay, and then the finished card, we have one envelope that every week goes over to Maureen. Okay, and in this envelope, you're going to see for us we got some return mail. Okay, brand new people, they signed up, right? They got all that information. Okay, and then I know we should have some. No, maybe we don't have some completed cards in here, do we? No, these are all. Oh, yes, here we go. This is a completed card, $299.97. Okay, she lives right here on Lewis. So, in here you're going to see a free box. Okay, when we do fifth Saturdays, we don't put the purchase on the card. One, it's hard. They can pull their card and get a free box to show that they were in, to get them closer to getting their next gift certificate. Does that make sense to everybody? Because they're getting store-wide. They are the only ones, and if you really get clear on it, they're the only ones usually that we ever do store-wide is Fifth Saturday. We never do store-wide sales. So that's why I'm telling too, if you want a store-wide to take advantage of everything, this is the program you want to be in. Okay, because they can do anything they can fit in that bag. Now, treasures, we don't make them fit furniture in bags. We have some exceptions there, okay, with them. But so this is where it goes into. So 3 or 4 things, but I think most of the mail comes back here, right, Alyssa? So it would be us.
I always send it here.
So like here's a wrong address, and I can tell already there's no address. Windswept Drive. Well, if we don't have a street number, I can easily tell that one. That was easy for me to figure out. But in here, you know, we've got completed cards, new cards, and the gift certificate. This is the only gift certificate. Now, this is what they get with a letter. This is how big it is. So they can keep it in their wallet when they bring it in. And Maureen there's an assigned number, and it has a dollar amount. It says, thank you for your value business. Visit us online. Don't miss new product arrivals. That pitches, you know, your social media. And then here, you've earned this gift certificate of $32.13. Okay? It has a log number, an issue date, and who did it. This is the only one you never staple to the receipts, because sometimes people say they didn't get their mail, it didn't get issued, so she logs these in so we know if it's been cashed. So that's why it has a log number, okay?
And we put that log number on the receipt,
You nailed it.
right? Okay,
Mhm.
okay.
That is true for both POS and for written receipts. You should be writing that code.
That code always goes on.
So that
Mhm.
code, if you're using POS, the amount should be put as a dollar discount. Okay, so you put in the discount, and instead of percentage, you're going to choose dollar. You're going to put the amount, and under the code or cause, you're going to put that code.
Okay. Then the other thing is when we say, are you a member? And they say yes, but it's in long neck. Okay, so then you're gonna get a bunch of different scenarios. People might want to move their card. People might want 2 cards. I mean, I'm mixed on it. I have customers who like to have one at each store. They are not going to be bothered to go to each Blooming Boutique and take the receipts back. Other people, they want that money so fast that they only want 1 card. So we want to make it accommodating and what's right for our customer. So I've got lady who's got them in every single store. It doesn't matter, all Blooming Boutiques, it doesn't matter. Sometimes, and that's where we get some hairy scaries because they're not sure which receipts are. And this is where it becomes very important, on the receipts. Okay, so let's say the lady's here. My card's in long neck. Okay, do you want to put this purchase on your long neck card? Yes, no problem. We will mark it on our receipt to be credited on Blooming Boutique long neck rewards card. We are supposed to write that on receipts because how do we know if it's not getting double dipped? Because we've had caught people trying to have double receipts on double stores. Okay, so you must, very important, if they say they're going to put it on Lewis Gifts card and they're at Bayside or so, around that way, we need to mark it on those receipts. That's the only way.
We're documenting when they get their birthday gift too, right?
Well, we haven't gotten the yet.
Okay.
So, on the cards, I usually even mark the 5th Saturday. So when I issue a 5th Saturday, they're on their card, like the new card, I'll say like, 8/29, 5th Saturday bag. Okay, the birthday gift certificates right now, they are good for a year. So if they've already redeemed one in a year, okay, then they've already used it. We give them a year because we have people in the winter months that says, my birthday and I'm not here till the summer. So we gave them a year to use their birthday gift certificate. But the problem is also they can keep printing them out and going to everywhere and using them. So it's very important on the rewards card where their card is that we note it says birthday gift certificate redeemed on. Now, we got to pay attention. We got to write the year because I had a lady, it was the year before she had used it and I didn't realize it. Yeah, because nobody gave me a year. So very important, month, day, year, because you might have a few before they've come back. They haven't been back in 2 years. You know what I mean? With COVID, people haven't been out as much. They might have used their last birthday pre-COVID, but somebody didn't put the year in. It says it right here, birthday gift redeemed on.
Okay.
Yes. So put that, and you might have another one underneath it because if they're still on the same card, you could have 2 years. Depending how frequently they shop with us.
Question on the 5th. So I gave out a 5th Saturday bag once, and I wrote gave 5th Saturday bag,
date.
and I put the date on it.
Perfect. That's it.
Okay, but then on their second card, do we say that we gave it out
Yes.
on that
I
date
read.
too?
That's why you fill in this back. We fill in everything.
Okay.
Birthday, That's why we don't want customers can't fill this in. They don't know. And we want to get them in and out. We don't make it complicated for them. So that's why we always refill any of the relevant information that we need to know. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You okay?
No, I'm just looking, here you have them, they come in and take
They're
their own
supposed to.
card
In
out.
that store, we have to. We
In our
have a
store-
lot of work to do over there to rearrange.
Yeah, we're,
make it
we're
function.
full.
We're good.
So I'm just thinking, wait a minute, ours are up and we pull all the cards for them. So, okay.
You're gonna have a much better clienteling because you're gonna get to know them faster.
Yes. So, and that, you guys can use that right now. Hey, we're new. What's your last name? Right? So, okay, now, in the bottom, we also give you, so if you get confused and you forget, where all the rewards program, which group of stores are with which rewards program. Okay, that'll be in every store. Everybody has this little laminated thing. We'll have scripts going up for each section, for each one, what you should be saying, or ideas how to say it. But you got to think what's important to them. Because some people go, blah, 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 blah. I've got people tell, oh my God, you're going to get the 5th Saturday, get coming 6 times. That's not important, their first purchase. It's what's important at each point.
I want to add one other thing. So I'm not on the register sometimes if I'm on the floor selling. So as I bring the customer up, I'm saying, hey, are you a rewards member? So I'm kind of trying, so help out. So, because some people, they're back there. If there's a few people back, they're working on it. So I try and remember that as well as I'm bringing the people up to kind of help.
And it's also when people are like, oh, I can't find a second item. I said, let's find a second item. You're getting 70% off. And are you a rewards member? Oh my God, guess what? You're also going to get that. See, that's another 10%. So especially with these people coming from tax states, you guys, I'm already like, join the rewards program and you're saving sales tax. Look, there's your sale. Locals, discount, join the rewards program. It takes away all that stuff. If you use, I'm telling you, the key is the rewards program. To me, it's the no-brainer thing. And it really is. It's getting people on this. If you work this program as a store, I mean, in the wintertime, we might send a direct mail out. We might go through so many letters a day, and somebody who hasn't been in 90 days, get them a postcard going out in the mail, on top. Or, people, depending on our clienteling and which stores you're doing and who we're getting set up, because jewelry and clothing, we do a lot more clienteling because you know your customers, what brands they like, want to get new arrivals in. You know, gift shops, it could be Mud Pie. Pet stores, it could be, I don't know, Upcountry. Who loves Upcountry? We love Upcountry. So now, whatever it may be. But I mean, you guys can see how you can control a lot of business in your own store,
I
right?
think Milford is a huge, it's gotta be a huge loyalty store. I
Oh,
rarely
it's-
fill out cards because
No,
everybody that comes
no,
to my
we
counter has got
have-
the card in their hand.
Because you know why, and
Rare.
it's
I
easier.
rare
See,
have
this
filled one
they
out.
don't have to filter like we have to filter in Lewis and Long Neck. That's the big difference. They live there.
Mhm.
Oh no, it's huge for us.
Yeah, every
They have a-
single person brings me a card.
They have
just
a
about.
really.
They know how to do it too, don't they?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
telling you, they're
You can't
well.
do
It's an
anything.
oiled
They walk
machine
right
up there.
Yeah, and then they say, I'm almost on my
Oh,
second
they
run,"
keep
or-
track.
Yeah,
They-
they're very efficient on their cards up there.
No, and that's it. And the key is as you get people doing, you guys have got to keep promoting the fest. You need to start now for the end of October. Whether they're not finished their card, they need to come in a few times, come in and get buy a few cards, a few more gifts. And then our people that are here, remind them. Okay, because and say make sure you're seeing your emails because Misha might be doing Misha might be doing and we are doing a surprise for this Saturday. Are we here? I don't even know where I'm at. Am I even in this state that I'm going?
October 29th.
I'm not here.
Is
No,
the-
yeah. We are. That's the following.
Oh, that's the following month. We're at the end of this month. We're
You're
in
a month
California.
ahead.
I was like, where am I at? I'm just trying. No, it's Ocean City. We're not here.
Right.
We are at Ocean City. So-
that's Sunday.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Okay. Anyway, so I was gonna now where was I going on this? So you want to be promoting now. If you promote it properly, you can do crazy dollar amounts. I know in our mastermind group, some people do up to 10 times their normal business in that day. So that's why it is also a blackout day for us. Because we need to have all mans on hand, you know what I mean, to help. Because it does get lines. So that's what I want you, to think. But it's all in the promotion. Because we can send emails to our Blue, but everybody's getting emails right now. And we even did some social media saying, listen, reminding people, because we don't know who's seeing what nowadays between, but there's no guarantee they're going to see it. But we also do it on social media because maybe they'll want to know about this 5th Saturday. How do I get that 5th Saturday program? How do I join that rewards program? Now, this 5th Saturday is not online.
We only did that during COVID. If anyone ever asks.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's only in store.
Yes.
It's in store that day. Now, last month I did it because we had 5 Saturdays and 5 Sundays. I did it, so might be a big surprise this month. We're working on our Christmas planning, so. But this is a great time. That's a great time
You're
for
a
them to
month
get
ahead.
the
By
best.
the way. We're September.
Am I? Oh, I'm a month ahead. Okay, I'm sorry. I know. We've got all the marketing. Oh, it's National Fortune Cookie Day month. It's our favorite holiday. So, I have to just tell you, don't know. September 13th is National Fortune Cookie Day. Then September 27th, if we have leftover fortune cookies, we'll go to Treasures because it's National Confucius Day. So we are really maximizing. But we get custom. We have how many ordered? 450,
Like
500? 500 custom fortune cookies coming. So it is, and next you have flyers in your stores. Okay, I was gonna say I'm loving how up here I've got all my tools up here to set up. I got to talk. I'm doing a big fashion show in Long Neck this month too. I've got a lot there. So these are little flyers. Remind the people that are locals and living here because it is so fun. Okay, so they can come. They'll come into the store and they'll pick a fortune cookie, and we promote with signs. They get 5 to 25% off based on their thing. Now, just so you guys know, but we don't tell them, I don't do any 5% discounts. They get 10, so they all feel like a winner.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay, so that's what it is, but they love that day. We don't know why people love National Fortune Cookie Day. They do leave fortune cookies all over the store and they don't eat them, but that is the thing. And sometimes even people will pass off their fortune to someone. Here, do you want mine? Whatever, So we do try to promote it as soon as they come in, but if we start running low on fortune cookies, we wait till they check out because we don't have enough fortune cookies,
And that's
or we have to recycle.
And that's every store's doing that.
Every store. Every single store. Okay. So, oh my God. Well, so I was getting my hair done last time at my hairdresser. We found like 10 green tea drinks. I've got green tea martinis,
you, yeah.
green tea margaritas. I found a bunch. So we may come out with a special. This is our first year. I always wanted to serve like egg drop soup or something, but it's warm in September. I'm like, I don't want to serve soup. Forget that. I was going to give free lunch for the people at the hospital come down and do their. I thought something like that, but I think we're going to serve a green tea drink. So anyway, I found like 5 different drinks here, and some don't even have green tea, but they're called green tea whatever. So yes. So anyway, so that is coming up. Also, what day am I doing this fashion show? 21st? 21st? Okay, yeah, we got a busy week that week. So every day we're booked. Okay, so these are coupons you got to look at and you got to read because they're for all different stores. Long Neck location, Lewis location, Milford location. Okay, so we have to read these. Whenever I do fashion shows or we do fundraisers, we try to give stuff for their swag bags. Even if we're not at the event, we try to get stuff that will drive business also. Because a lot of times they need fillers. So this is going to go at everybody attending the BB Go Red fashion show. Okay? What's her name? One of my models, Sarah Gilmore.
Nice.
People are going, I'm your model. So we will be at Baywood. I try to drive them, depending how long it goes, I try to drive them right over to Long Neck that day. Okay? And then this also helps because it gets people in.
We did last time. We
Yeah.
did it.
So this is, I was going to say, so this is the big Go Red BB, but it's kind of hard because there's a lot of BB doctors in there. So so it is interesting. Depends how many of my red hatters all come because they'll wear the red hats at this event and that kind of stuff. But there's stuff for every store on there. You see that? You got it pretty much. So it's a good one. It's got 9 coupons on there. Okay. What else can we think of on this rewards program we didn't cover or people have got questions on? Because then we're going to role play.
Oh, just transfer whether they got the 5th Saturday bag, transfer it to the new card
You got it.
and the numbers
You got the numbers, or then they got their birthday gift
and
things.
the birthday.
So, we got an idea this week, and one of the things that's what we're working on for next year was having a monthly birthday party. So we thought like the 3rd Saturday is a way to draw people in, and they get a special discount, they get a special promotion. What was it? If they bring, well, we're going to do our own, but there's themes each month, and if they bring a friend in, they get something else extra for their birthdays. So, we'll probably still do the gift certificates to a point too, so that's even an extra perk to come in. But imagine I just got to find a place who can massively do like cupcakes and stuff for the stores every month because it's going to be I know. That's my only thought process on this, getting enough birthday party stuff to everybody to be able to have it. So food for thought. Okay, so if anybody, who's a massive cupcake maker? I wish Tailbangers did human food. We got Halloween cookies ordered, just so you know.
Okay.
Sue's husband's picking them up for us.
Pasqualini's does cupcakes too.
Oh, they did our cake. They did a very nice job on our cake for last week.
They're pretty cheap too. That big cake was only like $60.
Yeah. So, but I do, and another thing I want to make sure we get on the calendar, I want to make sure we have anniversary parties. And I just got to decide, do we do the anniversary parties for each separate stores the day they started? I do want to get back to, because you saw with our party, I mean, it was crazy, but BOGO 70, we still did over $8,000 with BOGO 70. Yeah, so people like parties and drinks.
Yeah.
They love Bloody Marys in the morning. They love them the most. I mean, we went through 2 bottles of champagne. We never go through champagne in here. Who knew? And then chocolate martinis, gallons.
They loved it.
Yeah.
The people in here were drinking 3 and 4
Yes.
and kept shopping, which is all that matters.
We had a man come in that morning that I was in here. He was drinking rum punch at like,
Yeah, he wanted it. He saw us sitting there at the bar there. I know. But it keeps the men happy in here.
We should set up a man bar. That
I know.
would-
Well, I
that
usually
would
did,
be
and I never got it this year. I used to get mini pony beers to have in the fridge, but I couldn't get in the fridge all summer pretty much. I've gone through that
I know.
rack. You don't have to go into the clothing and swim in there.
I didn't even know we had one.
Yes, I know. It's very hard to get to right at the moment. Okay, so anything you guys can think of on this?
Oh, wait, I did. I wanted to go over again, just this, if they want to bring a card, let's say they're at Long Neck. and
Okay,
then
yes.
How do we do the transfer of a card?
Okay, because we don't call and do purchases on. You do not, I saw that happen this weekend. We do not call another store to put their purchase on. We don't want to take that responsibility because you get distracted, you forget, you don't know who it was, what was her name, I forgot what store I did. We don't ever want to take that responsibility on us. If they want it at another store, not having a card here, I'll give them the choice. You can have a card here and we'll put that purchase here. But if they want to do it at another store, that's on them to take it there. We
Right.
cannot call stores because I'm seeing stores call stores.
And we're not transferring their card here.
Well, that's the question. I mean,
transfer the card. That's the question.
I don't like doing that, but like I had a lady who moved back to Lewis. She's not over that way. She never goes to that store.
Okay.
So, we want to be accommodating when we keep our customers
That
happy.
makes sense.
Now,
right.
before, we were sending them in, weren't we? To go transferred? I thought they were going in the bag.
So what we do is we put them in the bag, and then we write a note on there to be transferred to this store, and
Right.
then Maureen does the transfer. When she's got all of the things, she will just send it back
To the right
location.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Bayside Gifts and Treasures, sometimes you will get a bit of an issue there, right? You may have a customer who bought all the furniture for their house at Treasures when it was Treasures. They come in, they have a Treasures gift certificate, and they want to use it at Bayside. That call for the exception
Yeah.
But if you can't get a hold of someone, if they say to you, I bought all my furniture from Treasures, we moved the stuff. That's not,
Their
that is
problem.
where
Let
I
them
would
honor it at the-
allow them to honor that.
That's the only thing, because we've split that store.
Right.
Gotcha.
Okay, that's the only exception.
Gotcha,
And you guys
okay.
have got to read, because people try to give me other stores' gift certificates too. Yep. That's the biggest thing. They all want to use. They try to use it where they want to use it. You know.
So basically, in Maggie's, if they make a purchase and they want to put it on their Blooming Boutique,
Can't.
they can't.
No, it's by company.
Okay,
That's what these little things are here to tell you which program. If you're in this if you're a Maggie's, you're a Maggie's. That's it.
that's it. So they
But
can
people
only
do
use
will,
that
and you do
Maggie's.
have to bring in receipts. I mean, you have to read the receipts when people bring in,
Okay.
because I've had people put the wrong stores on the cards.
Okay.
Now, like, when I get one over there from Just Lewis, I always put a JL or LW at the bottom just to let them know that it was at one of the other stores.
Where?
On
Oh,
my
but
card.
that's
It
fine.
doesn't
But
matter.
they should be telling you that it's going to Lewis Gift. They should have marked on that receipt, Lewis Gifts.
Right, but when I'm
Right.
filling out,
Yeah, doesn't matter.
doesn't matter.
No, because you guys are all one.
So if I have a Blooming Boutique card in Long Neck and I buy something in here, I can have that transferred to the Long Neck.
You would
With
take
your
the receipt.
Yeah,
We're
but
not
I mean, I
transferring.
can, I can tell them, don't put it on this card.
Well,
I'm
you
gonna
know, you
put
wouldn't
it
have
on-
started a card. You have a choice. Do you want a card here, or do you want to just have
So
your
you
long?
can't have a card in each place.
You can.
Could
That's what
if
we
you
I
said.
guess that's what's confusing me.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Whatever's going to make you okay. Oh, look at these dogs. Look at the white. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. Anyway,
Maggie, that was pretty.
okay, whatever's going to make you happy. If you want one in every 4 Blooming Boutiques, I have customers who do.
Right.
You can do that. But I got a lot of people who want to get that gift certificate quicker. They'd rather spend the gas, time, and money and drive and have it at one store,
Okay.
because they usually live over there. They don't always come to Lewis or whatever it may be.
Okay.
Okay, so then you would just, you don't want a nut card here. I'll put it on my long neck, and we'll make a note on your receipt. You're gonna put it on your long neck card,
Okay.
and you're gonna fill up your card quicker.
Right.
Right. Whatever makes the customer happy. But Maggie's, they don't have a choice.
So if I opened my card at the Blooming Boutique around the corner,
Yes.
but I really want to have it in
In Long
Long
Neck.
Neck.
Then when you're in there next, you ask them to transfer it, and they'll put it in the bag. Transfer to Blooming Boutique Long Neck.
Okay,
It's that simple.
I got it.
Got it? Everybody got that?
Now,
so.
now here's something that happened. Where was I at? Mary, we were together at Treasures, and a woman came in and she said, you know, I have filled out this card, and this is like my second time, but they said it's not here, it's not here, it's not here. So we said, we apologize for that if there's a delay.
Maggie.
So we had her fill out another card, and what I did was, for good customer service, I gave her she bought something, we gave her like a free box to accommodate, and we said, you know, we kind of filled it all out with her. And we said, we will put this in to make sure it's not duplicated and all that stuff. So,
Well, no, we would have found out if she is even in the system.
yeah, so I didn't know that
First.
part yet, so
Yes.
that's what we did, so.
Look at this one. No,
No,
so what?
you
No, what we would have done? We wouldn't give a free box or any of that stuff. We would have found out. So do me a favor, get your information. Let me track down and see what the status is,
Yeah,
and I'll get it
we'll
handled.
see if we
get
can
it
file, but now, how long does it take? That's my one
None.
question.
It's back in a week.
That's my question, so it's back in a week,
So
'cause sometimes they
this
come
is where
in.
you have overlap. If they come back in the same week, you're gonna have to
Yes.
go in your envelope and look, which people don't
Right.
always do. And then if we're waiting on the cards to come back, okay. So then what I personally do, because I know I may not be here the next day or I'm not gonna be on, I create a duplicate card, waiting on card to come back.
I think
and
that's what we did.
Create a and I mark duplicate, but we got to make sure though that there's a place you guys got to make sure you know where you've got them to make sure that card comes in, that we merge the two, because we find so many multiple cards that people don't do the job.
Okay. So
Okay,
that's one
but
thing I
there
think we
there
have
is
to
a
make sure.
slight caveat. Okay, so if they say to you, I filled out this card,
A while back.
okay, but it's been a long time.
Yep.
Some locations took it upon themselves to separate out people that have not been there in a
Look
long
here.
time.
This
And
is our
they
problem.
have
We have cards out the butt here.
they have cards in 2 locations or multiple
Yes,
locations.
that
Treasures,
is Long Neck. Treasures Long
Treasures.
Neck is a nightmare. Did that? Yes.
Lewis and Long Neck both did that.
And no
So
one
you have
asked.
2 places where you have to look. Okay, so the first thing to ask
I don't know
is,
if they've even moved theirs out front too, because they were supposed 2 months ago.
the
Treasures
first
Long
thing is to ask, was it recent? Now,
Right.
and it is good, right? Because we don't pull from it often. Like it's got its pros and cons. Okay, so we did have people that passed away. We had people that moved states, things like that. You know, if they hadn't been in since 2015, okay, it's probably safe to say that they haven't been. every once in a while we get one of those
Still.
people, which is why we have not trashed the cards.
But
and
it's
they
gotta be
come
longer
in-
than we did because we're pulling too many. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're a little like.
Right. Then,
Okay.
you know, and also
I
because
got
you're in the back count, right?
Okay, got it. Okay, no problem. I got that now. Got
So
it.
I would
Okay.
not mix them back in at this point.
No.
It's very important
But it's
for
very
people
important
that are
you're aware of
working
which
in the
stores
store
have-
to know where they
Yeah.
are. To my knowledge, Blooming Boutique Lewis,
And we have other stores. We have
Right.
Rehoboth, we have Bethany's, we have a lot of cards here.
ours is sort of a different situation
Yes.
here, but to my knowledge, it's only Treasures in Lewis and Longneck and here that have that caveat.
Okay,
We'll
so
call
we
it a
gotta
problem.
look further and verify it, okay.
Now, I do have people tell me that people are dead. I said, oh, then give me their card, please.
No.
Oh,
As we're going through and looking at
I
their
just
names.
got one last
No,
week.
we have people. If you guys are working the system, you're gonna know. I mean, you guys gotta realize I've been 16 years. I mean, I see it. You know, a lot of my customers are barely making it in that I started with. They're in wheelchairs, canes, walkers.
I had a lady come in. Her mom had passed, and she had been a customer for.
So she want to take over her mom's card.
She wanted.
I
her
know. I
mom's
have
card.
daughters who want to take over their mom's card.
No,
I
she
know.
wanted to.
Oh.
She didn't want to take it over. She physically wanted to have her card as a.
Oh, well, that is nice. I have people who take over. Can I put my name now on for my
I've
mom's?
gotten that one too.
Right.
What do you do?
Yeah, I do. Why wouldn't I? Update the information. Let her keep rolling. Her mom brought her in. Look. Right?
Right.
The other thing is I have husbands who have a separate card.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'm going to tell you, okay, and this is the other thing with the holidays coming up. This is another good point. They don't want the husband's in buying stuff. Okay, so gift certificates are what goes on when we buy.
Whenever you accept tender,
Cash, money.
when you accept tender, that is when it gets recorded. When they use the gift certificate,
That dollar amount doesn't.
that dollar amount does not.
Okay, I'm going to give you scenarios.
Okay.
I'm a doctor. I'd like to get $10, $100 gift certificates to for my staff. That man gave me $1,000. I'm going to put that $1,000 on his card. You agree? Because I get all late. Why am I getting credit? Because he's the one who bought you that gift, right? Okay, so now, lady comes in, $150 dress she's buying. She has a $100 gift certificate, but she's paying me $50. $50 is what goes on.
Oh, okay.
Whatever money they pay you, tender is what they're getting their 10% back on.
Right.
Does that make sense?
I
on
didn't
And
know
that?
that's
that.
not
Now-
not just cash.
Not
right?
just cash,
So
credit card,
it's
whatever.
credit card too.
Anything,
and
yes.
We've had that issue.
Can people use their birth certificate with a gift certificate? Yes, they can. That's two different tenders, right? Okay, anything that's money. The other thing that you're going to get a lot of the husbands don't want their wives are very good. They'll come in with cash. They don't want they won't pay on credit card. They don't want to put it on their rewards card, but they want their wife to get credit for their gift certificates. I said, just have her bring it back in after the holidays, and we'll put the gift certificate on because they don't want them to know.
Or have him start a card.
No, they do. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If they don't have a card, they don't want their own card. But the guys they're getting smart. They want their 10% back because they shop here. If I have to come in here, I might as well earn it, right? So think about that. So I'm just thinking of the things that are coming up, as far as that. Okay.
I have a folder next to my cash register that has, it's stapled, there's multiple staples for every store, and it's all the names of all the rewards members. And and there's check marks on it, and I'm thinking the other day I looked at it and I thought, am I supposed to be doing something like that?
Yeah,
And
so
it's every reward, it's not added, it's
right,
out of date
it's
a little bit.
from the Blooming Boutique. Okay, so back a long time ago, we used to authorize who could participate in Fifth Saturday.
Fix that, okay.
It got
It got too
extremely
out of control. It got too
cumbersome,
big.
duplicate names. There was just a lot. We sort of just
And
said,
and I will address that. Fifth Saturday bags, I've had people that wore them out because they use it all the time, and that's marketing for us. But I have people also trying to collect bags to give other people bags. I'm telling you, we learned School of Hard Knocks because who thinks of these things? We're so worried about our program and how we run it.
We had
Oh, didn't you get it back? But I do always check because I have lots of people who have not given people bags. And they know nothing about it. So when they do finish a card, and you see you're on card number 3 now, do you have this bag at home? Let them answer you. Yes or no? No. Okay, well then let me get you one today, and I'm going to mark we got you one today because we've got a special date coming up on October 29th, whatever it is. Okay, but that is so. You got to just reconfirm everything because you don't know what you don't know from before, right? I assume nothing because you know what assuming does. Got it. My mom taught me that, right?
We had a lady come in who did a $250 purchase. She wanted to buy the blue bag. We kept saying, I can't sign it up. And saying, ma'am, I'll do anything. I want that blue bag. And I'm like, that's a VIP bag. You can fill up. I want
Okay,
the
but
blue
just
bag.
watch and don't say that too. Don't say VIP bags, because I heard that in all our stores saying that. And I ran up to a customer because they no, you don't qualify. You can't have a VIP bag, and they left it at that. I almost had a heart attack in here. Okay, and so I read. You know why? Because it's a special bag you have to qualify for if you're a rewards member. But you can't just say, you're not. It's a VIP sounds lingo, and we got to watch because we all know our BBLA or BV or whatever, all our little lingos that we got to realize what to the consumer understand from us. But that is the other thing. We just got to make sure we carefully explain to that because we want it on display to say, oh, this is what when you're a rewards program and you finish your first card here, that you earn this on top of 10% back. Right? So you got because I want to pitch that 10%. I want to get the business out of it. Okay.
So I'm a little confused. So when they finish their card, that's when they get that
The
back.
first bag.
first
You
bag.
got it.
All right.
You got it.
Just the first
And
card.
only one bag.
And only one bag.
Unless they ruin it and they show me and I give them a because I have people if they're going to carry it and market it, all the power to them.
Transfer that information to the second, third, fourth that they got.
A
They got their bag. And so that
You
means they
got
can reuse that bag when the next is better.
You nailed it. Every time forever right
Okay.
now.
Oh, they
now I got
covered
it.
these bags. These bags are like.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a
I
nice
would
bag.
get 20% off everything I can shove
I
in a
said the
bag.
whole exactly.
I'm
They
little.
are
I can
gold.
shove a lot in.
They're golden.
So if somebody's at Maggie's and they're getting this bag at the Blooming Boutique or whatever, and then they come to Maggie's and finish the card, and they say, well, don't I get a bag for Maggie's?
We're in the process of designing them right now. But
Okay.
You're going to come and we'll have a bag here. You still qualify. Then they get it on all their emails and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically right now it's kind of a better deal for them because they get 20% off their entire purchase on Fifth Saturdays. And on the last few, we've been inviting everybody that's been a member because we want them to understand like why they want to complete. Because
Right.
while you guys have 1,000 people in, you have like only 40 that have actually completed cards.
So that's where I want you guys, because there was a lot of people before we had the coupons. So if you see they've only been once and they're coming in, keep doing the second, the third coupon. Really? Because ours is all about repetition. Getting them as a regular customer coming in, seeing that Long Neck Strip Center right there is a one-stop shop for them. We can get every gift, every card, anything we need.
So we just
Right.
let them know right now, since we're the newer store, we're working on.
Yes.
Working
Yeah.
on
So I've been going back and forth on what to do, whether an I'm just trying to. I'm trying to figure out what we want to do with it.
It's
and how
hard
big.
because we have, there's going to be people that are want to use, they want to buy the 50
We can't do
pound
the 50-pound bag.
Yeah.
Right.
That doesn't want to fit in that
Yeah.
bag. I'm just telling you right
Yeah,
now, the
that's
sizing
great.
is not going in that because we make no money. Yes, you got it. We can't give it away, everything. No, that's really what so that's what we've been contemplating.
we
I have
exclude
friends.
the-
Well, I'm
the
going to I'm
food?
going to get the bag that's going to fit the size food I want it to fit.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm working. No, I have 5 friends who have
So
Saturday
they're
bags at a
small,
pet
yeah.
stores, and they did some nice Eco-Tote small. They didn't do the big because they can't afford to do it.
That's right.
And they don't even do as much
Yeah.
as we give back. So
Yeah,
right,
because we
they only
wondered
do
if
half.
we could exclude the food because you can't give
You
them
don't make
20% back
much
on
money.
food.
No, we're
Can't do
paying
it.
them pretty much to take it away, and they're using a credit card, right?
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
take the food for free, right? No, food is bad markup. I don't want to say it, but it is.
We know that from
Yeah.
having our store. I'm like, we can't give them 20% back. You're not going to make any profit.
That's what I love. You guys
So-
get it already.
Right.
So yes.
But I just wanted to throw it to tell.
Okay. Any other questions? I think we have. I think this is a good one here.
I have one. I do
Okay.
have one, so I'm clear. With those coupons we were talking about, the 20%, the $5, and then the
Yep.
10%.
The 3.
So the first time they come in, they're new. Here's your bounce back. Your first one, come back within 30 days.
I'm giving you a card in your bag today that's going to tell you all your perks.
Yep.
Don't worry, you
Yep.
have it at home. Then I'm giving you today 20% off any single item. Okay, it's good for 30 days. You can come back here today, tomorrow. You can go around the corner to our accessory store, check out that store. Okay, and then whoever doesn't gets the card in, like if you got that over there, you're going to give them number 2. 30 days later, number 3.
Okay. But if we haven't seen them in a while, we look at their card and they haven't been here, then
Let's
we can
use
say,
some
you know
2
what?
or 3. Go with number 2. You got it.
We'd
Let's
like to,
do
we'd
it.
like to incentivize you to come back.
Because this will be
even
easier
quicker.
than us mailing in the off season, is what I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah.
If they
No,
get
no,
them at
I-
least
I-
in, then we can
I
see
like
people who
that.
really didn't come in.
Yeah.
And I
do
think
too.
it's also pitching what's in it for them, like
Yes.
us incentivizing them to come back to us. That's about what's in it for us.
Right.
So here's a coupon for you, right? And it's good for 30 days. So
Yeah.
thinking about how
Come
to
back and see us soon. We're getting a new merchandise and
Right.
gifts and everything
Perfect.
coming up. Right. So,
That's
okay.
what we
Okay.
just did that, went through all those cards and 90 days are out. We sent them out a letter or something like that, an incentive to come in.
Right.
Yeah.
So we had to pull them all out and find them all and so on and so forth. But if
Okay.
we're
Oh, I
doing
like
this as we go,
Well, but they're the people that have been in though.
Yeah.
So, but we need to hit both. We want to hit everybody, and that's what we'll do because I'd rather have less of those that we have to mail to, and then we
Right.
can really hone in and target that. Plus, we will be direct mailing with the post office. Peninsula Lakes is getting a mailing. Maybe even so we're segmenting over there right now. Alyssa's working on that with Kayla out in Pittsburgh. So we are going to be target mailing, and as soon as we get our Milford up and running, we'll be targeting up there some places too. direct mail to drive new people in. So, you know, for me, I'm always having 3 to 5 ways to get new people in. So we've got TV, we've got our rewards program, we're doing direct mail, we're doing social media. So, you know, it's always having multiple, and then reverse trick or treat, because I'm not going to let things to chance. No.
Are we doing the sheet this year where we ask our customers if they,
That didn't really work, so I think we got a lot of new people that people may have, their dentist office has 20 people, or they may want to say, you know what, you might want to check out if this isn't on the list, let Alyssa know. Like if you guys know any big places of employment that would shop our shops.
So we pretty much drive down like
Listen, do the pitch. What do you say?
I mean, so basically I walk in and I explain, you know, hi, I'm Alyssa, I'm from Blooming Boutique, and we've got a great offer for all of your employees. I've got $40 in gift certificates that we would love to give to, you know, along with a little candy that we would love to give to each of your employees, right? And then typically that creates a conversation, and then we, you know, I go more into detail, and sometimes they're just like, okay, I'll take 30, right? And then you're just like, okay, like, and you count out 30 and go on your way. But sometimes, you know, they say, oh, but more often than not. So you're always wearing the clothes when you're walking in, because, you know, the clothes, the jewelry, all of that. Because they'll say, oh my gosh, I got something at Blooming Boutique. I haven't seen Misha in forever. I can't wait to get back in. You know, I mean, usually it starts a conversation, and then that's where you go from there. So.
Yeah, just a simple, easy, and Christmas commercial. Oh, this is the other problem I wanted to bring to your attention. That fashion show, they come in the week before. We had to pull our winter clothes, you know, for the fashion show. I was like, you know how we're phasing in right now? Our new stuff, it's coming in. The stuff that I'm driving around in my car on, I'm like, shoot, we need for the fashion show.
So we're expanding 1,000 square feet by then.
Yes, that's exactly. We're going up. So I forgot, we do have the fashion show, and then